Hello and welcome to Tale on the Air. I'm Sean, the Fox in the Fedora, and we're here for another fun-filled, thrill-filled game of Champions RPG. For those of you who don't know, Champions is kind of like Dungeons & Dragons, only with superheroes, similar to the characters you'd find in Marvel or DC Comics. Now, instead of going by the traditional and very complicated RPG rules, yeah, I know there'll be those of you out there who'll be like, hey, they're not that complicated or whatnot, but just for our audience sakes and our contestants' sake and especially my sake, I've extremely simplified the rules, which I'll get into in a bit. But hey, RPGs are what you make of them. Now then, on to the game. As it was explained in the new intro of the series, I will be known as Director Fox, and I will send various contestants, aka other heroes, on missions to save the world, or something along those lines. The rules for this RPG have been simplified to dice rolls and improv. Now there is a set ending that the contestants are trying to get to, and I will help steer them to that ending, but the rest of the game is a combination of their imagination and mine. As the game master, I can accept or reject a path they want to take or an idea they have, but one way or another, the contestants/heroes have to abide by the dice. For the contestants, if they roll an odd number, they fail. An even number, they succeed. Our contestants each have 3 lives and 4 hit points per life. The hit points cannot be taken away if they, example, miss a bus they had to get on or something. The hit points can be taken away if the bus is dropped on top of them. Lose the 4 hit points, you lose a life. Lose all 3 lives, and you're out of the game. If both contestants lose, the villain wins. Now, without further ado, since all our contestants created their own superheroes for this season, let's hear from the 2 we have on today. Contestant number 1, can you please tell us who you are, the name and origin of your hero, their powers and weaknesses?
Hi there, I am Winged Wolfalari, otherwise known as Kelsey Claybrook. My hero is Tristan Nolan, otherwise known as Bestia, and she actually has a partner who is a reanimated T-Rex named Locke. Alright, so as for my hero's characteristics or her backstory, Trista was a worker at the Field Museum in Chicago. She tended to be a little reserved and spent a lot of time wandering the Life and Animals exhibit, as well as visit the famous T-Rex skeleton often and admired them. But one day, while she was posted as the night guard, a young apprentice mage broke into the museum to practice new spells, specifically in reanimation. He and Trista bumped into each other in the animals exhibit, and the mage's spell backfired onto her. In her panic, she ran out into the main hallway and bumped into the T-Rex skeleton, rubbing off her DNA onto it and ultimately reanimating the T-Rex fully. Since he was fused with her DNA signature, he was connected to Trista and sought to protect her. Later on, she named him Locke and figured out her powers by testing them out at the Lincoln Zoo. Her powers and abilities. She has the ability to adapt her body to simulate the physical strengths and weaknesses of any organism she comes into contact with, and as well as her brute strength, loyal T-Rex companion, who is protective of her. As for her weaknesses, when adapting to an organism, she often adapts to the temperament of said organism, which can endanger any teammates, especially when the temperament is aggressive. There are also the weaknesses associated with each organism. The adaptation is temporary, and depending on how much she adapts to the animal, the time it takes to wear off varies, and also affects temperament. For instance, if she were to adapt to a massive change, then the transformation would only last for a short time. But meanwhile, the temperament of the massive change in her body would overcome her original personality. So basically, she would assume the temperament of whatever creature she massively adapted to. And that's Bestia and Locke.
Contestant number 2, introduce yourself, your hero, their origin, powers, and weaknesses.
Hello, my name is Sydney Williams. I am also known as Ink Dragon 13. My character's name is Somni, and her secret identity name is Melody Hazel Baker. Her backstory is that she was a founding member of a paranormal investigation group that was based in Chicago. The main focus of this group is to understand fully how spirits and the spiritual world operate on a scientific level. The team had been to many haunted locations, but had little luck in finding out how paranormal beings function, despite their frequent encounters with them. A scientific organization took note of the team's dedication to finding answers, and that they knew more about spirits than most investigators the organization had analyzed. The organization offered to join with Baker's team, and the group wholeheartedly agreed to the partnership. After years of collecting data for the organization to analyze, they managed to isolate and replicate the abilities of a particular kind of spirit, the shadow owl. These spirits are capable of inducing terrible nightmares, hallucinations, etc., and take the form of any owl species. These abilities were reconstructed in a single cerebral implant. Because this technology was experimental and by nature high risk, both the paranormal investigators and the scientists were reluctant to try this on a human, despite the technology being successful in lab mice. Baker, arguably the most adventurous of the investigators, volunteered to be the first human test subject. After receiving the implant, the expected results were produced with no major side effects. Because of her newfound abilities, the two shadow owls named Tanitri and Fulgur, the names meaning thunder and lightning in Latin, were drawn to her, thinking that Melody was a fellow shadow owl. These two owls take the form of a snowy owl, Tanitri, and a flammulated owl, Fulgur. Melody managed to win over their trust, and now the two shadow owls act as her guides and pacifist helpers. Soon after that, she took the name Somni, which is the front half of the name of the word somniatus, which means dream in Latin. Up until present, the owl spirits help living creatures and spirits alike, hoping to bridge the gap between the physical and spiritual world through spreading knowledge. Her abilities consist of being able to hijack the electrical signals firing between neurons of the brain and her target, neurons on the brain of her target, and manipulate them how she sees fit. She can force them to hallucinate, move how she commands, shut down the brain temporarily or permanently, among other things. She emits her own electromagnetic field used to sense things all around her, picking up on disturbances in the baseline electromagnetic field and from other fields, whether they are biological or not. This field acts as a mental shield. With the guidance of the shadow owls, Tanitri and Fulgur, she is able to communicate with and see spirits. These owls will also step in and enhance her abilities in battle if she seriously needs the assistance. Her weaknesses are sudden and powerful fields that can be man-made or not, that catch her off guard and disturb her field, causing her to be overwhelmed. And using her abilities for extended periods of time can cause dizziness and headaches, disorienting her.
Case overview. Alright, so, Metatron. Ever heard of it? It's also known as the beautiful drug. It was introduced a few years back. It had pharmaceutical companies racing to try and learn its secrets. It was a major, leap forward in terms of pharmaceuticals. What Metatron does is that once one ingests it, it makes oneself both super strong and super good looking. Basically a person's dream body and every athlete's goal. However, Metatron was removed from shelves altogether a few years back because researchers discovered that one of its side effects was eventual and permanent brain damage. Now one can only get Metatron through illegal means like the black market or underground sources. We've been trying to squash these Metatron-producing rings for a while now, but they keep popping up every once in a while. However, now it looks like someone has been able to create a new version of this stuff. We're calling it Nano-Metatron. What this version of the drug does is that it hides in your system by way of nanobots that can be ingested or injected without notice. Once remotely activated, the nanobots literally create the drug inside of you. It has the same effect on people as regular Metatron does, only the brain is severely weakened and more susceptible to mind control. The most recent cases of this were 3 bankers who were being used to rob their own banks. If you need more information, read Captain Frankman and Lady Maelstrom's report on the matter. Unfortunately, while we stopped that scheme, we weren't able to catch the party responsible for distributing or manufacturing nanometatron. Heck, we still don't even know how it wound up in the bankers' bodies, or if the unknown parties haven't already gotten into all of us somehow. The city's water supply could be contaminated with bots, and we wouldn't even know about it. And luckily, we've managed to get a lead after being given permission to snoop through some of the bankers' personal stuff. Aside from some of the other scandalous things we won't go into, we found this little interesting bit of info. The Eroica College of Millennium City, founded when Millennium was built after the destruction of Detroit in 1992, and run by Dr. Baltazar Eroica, age 36. It functions as a sort of quasi-religious cult that promises to bring out the hero in you through something called the Superhero Aptitude Test. While giving people superpowers is not illegal, so long as one registers with the government and informs the authorities about said activities, Dr. Eroica and his staff have yet to really give anyone any type of actual superpower. It's more along the lines of building confidence in oneself or something along those lines. However, all three of those aforementioned bankers joined Eroica College for private sessions under false names sometime before their brute-like transformation started. Aside from the stuff Captain Frankman and Lady Maelstrom discovered, this is the only thing that links our three bankers. I want you two to go in and find out if this is where nanometatron is being distributed from. If so, gather evidence and arrest whoever is involved. Good luck. You got that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alrighty then. So, my first question to you is, how the heck are you gonna do this?
Who goes first?
You can both put forth ideas.
All right. Well, I guess. Do you have any ideas, Somni?
I need to be smart about this. Cause yeah, guns blazing is not gonna work here.
Probably not, especially if they're innocent.
Exactly. And then again, are they really innocent?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out.
So we need to get into this group here. This quasi cult.
We may need to try and get ourselves into the Eroica College private session. That could be a start.
Okay. So would you like to meet with one of their counselors?
Yes, I do.
That could be a start.
Okay. Alrighty. I can set you up to meet with one of the counselors at 3 p.m. tomorrow. They're pretty booked.
Yeah, I bet.
Alright, it's all set. 3 p.m. tomorrow. Alright, so 3 p.m. comes along. You two arrive at Eroica College. You step into the lobby, and wow, what a lobby it is. It looks like an ancient Greek temple in all its glory. This thing, wonder who gives them their funding. Alright, so you come on in and you step up to the front desk. There's a woman there, about around maybe her later 20s. You notice her name tag is Ellard, Vera Ellard. Okay, what would you like to say?
I would like to introduce myself. Get on the right foot.
Alright, so you introduce yourselves, I guess, both of you. And she asks you to follow her to one of the counselor rooms. So you follow her down some hallways, taking to note all the stuff you see. It's actually a fairly big campus, but oddly enough, it's also kind of weird. You got a lot of people there, and for some reason they all dress in kind of like these Greek toga things. Kind of strange. So you arrive at the counselor office, and she tells you to wait there. So now you are waiting. What would you like to do?
Well, I think I'm probably going to... I don't know, should we probably, take a look around the room, perhaps?
Yeah, look to see if there are, pamphlets or something like that to, give some sort of information on what message they want to put out for the public.
Okay. Who would like to search where?
On nearby tables for pamphlets.
All right. So who wants to go? Okay, so you're gonna search the nearby the desk for any pamphlets. And Bestia, would you like to check anything?
Is there anyone else waiting in this area?
Well, there's some other meetings going on behind closed doors. Let's see. You could try checking the hallway.
I could possibly listen in on some of these small meetings while we're waiting for our very own.
All right. So let's start with Somni. Will you find anything on the desk? And you rolled an 18. You do find something on the desk. You find a memo. And on this memo, it says that they're expecting a visit from one Dr. Roland Kenyon, and that he is bringing something with him. It doesn't say what, but that they're expecting a visit. Where have you heard the name Roland Kenyon before? All right. Bestia, let's find out if you hear anything. We're rolling now. You got a 13. The wall is too thick. You can't hear anything.
I bet if I had some animal with super hearing, I'd probably be able to hear it better. But we're like in our civilian clothes, right?
Yeah, nobody knows you're superheroes, at least as far as you know.
Right.
Okay, so you've got the memo, and you haven't heard anything. What now?
I can go to the front desk and ask about Roland Kenyon. If there's any way to join in that meeting.
Oh, you wanna speak to Dr. Kenyon? Okay, you're gonna go talk to Miss Ellard at the front desk. Okay, and Bestio, what would you like to do?
Well, while she does that, I could probably go and like in the room we're sitting in. Do they have any books in there?
Well, there's a computer, there's a bookcase, a desk, of course, and a window overlooking the street outside.
Well, I could browse around on the computer and see if I can do any research on Dr. Kenyon.
Okay, so we're gonna roll for Somni here. Okay, Somni, you head to the front desk again, where Vera Ellard is still there, and you ask her if you can meet Dr. Kenyon. She replies, "Who is Dr. Kenyon?"
Okay, that doesn't make any sense because I found a memo on the desk with his name on it.
Why are you snooping in their private affairs?
It was just sitting on the desk. I mean,
That's confidential. That is the college's. You can't be looking at that. Please go back and wait for the counselor.
Okay, Miss Lady, jeez.
Well, she sent you back. Okay, so on to Bestia. You're gonna go try to check through the computer. Let's see what happens. Rolling. You got a 15. It's locked by a password.
All right then.
What you gonna do?
Well, I might offer a suggestion to Somni to see if she can conjure up any information from the mind of Vera Ellard.
Oh, okay. Somni, would you like to attempt this?
I most certainly would.
Okay, let's see where that takes us. And you get a 6.
Yes, even.
All right, so you use your powers to, I'm guessing, read her mind?
Yep.
All right, so you read her mind, and you get an image of what seems like a man with piercing black eyes and quite the dark beard talking to Miss Ellard about Dr. Kenyon. So you hear a conversation. It sounds like he's saying, that they need to have a payment ready, and that their last meeting didn't go so well. And Miss Ellard is agreeing with him, of course. She promises that everything will be in order for when Dr. Kenyon arrives. But then, suddenly, something in her mind forces you out.
Oh, okay, so this is a neuroblocker.
So she has apparently some kind of neurological blocker or whatnot, but you did hear something about Dr. Kenyon, so whatever she was denying is obviously a lie, and you knew that because there was a memo on the desk anyway. Okay,
Yes.
so you know that something about Dr. Kenyon is really important. Now it's just to find out what. What would you guys like to do? You're still in that room, by the way.
How much time is left?
Who knows? The counselors are all pretty busy. They'll get to you when they get to you. So now's the time to snoop as, much as possible.
I suppose I might like to go looking around for some sort of insect that has somehow, because, you find insects, you find flies, you find bugs everywhere. I could attempt to go find a bug and adapt to its abilities, like extrasensory abilities. Or if I wanted to go undergo a massive change, I could shrink myself. And
You want to do that?
well, if I shrink myself, there is a massive possibility that I become, that I'll adapt to the temperament of a fly. So I might
Also, they're
become
gonna wonder where
unfocused.
you went.
Huh?
Also, they're gonna wonder where you went.
True.
Okay, so critical thinking time. You don't want to probably go too far, but at the same time, you want to figure out what this deal is with Dr. Kenyon.
Yeah.
Now, I do have another suggestion for Somni. There is that password that has locked the computer. Is there any way to go find some way to find the password?
Yes, there is. She can hack into the computers easily. If she can hack into a human brain, I think she can handle a computer just fine.
Alrighty then, we'll try for that. Let's roll. Alright, and we have a 10!
Yay!
Okay, so password is broken immediately, and the password was Uncle Rolly. The password was Uncle Rolly. Then it comes back to you. You do know the name Roland Kenyon. He is actually, well, a long time ago, you haven't heard from him in a while, but according to case files from my office, Dr. Roland Kenyon used to be a drug dealer and actually one who made drugs called Mr. Medicine in San Francisco. And nobody caught him. He disappeared, went off the radar a long time ago. But apparently now he's back. So, and he used to also go by Uncle Rolly to a lot of his clients. So, you search through the computer, you're looking through all the files, and eventually you do come across one file that is marked confidential. Obvious of obvious. And you open it up, and you find nothing. It is an empty file.
Wow.
It was a trap, wasn't it? Oh my god.
No trap, no alarms bursting, nobody running in. No, it's pretty quiet. But why would there be just a file marked confidential and nothing in it?
Isn't there another hidden file, like, hiding under the coding somewhere?
It could be.
Well, what we do know now is that, and according to the mission, we do have a connection between Dr. Roland Kenyon, a former drug dealer, and a possible link to Nanometatron.
Yes, that is good, but you're going to need something really concrete. I mean, just knowing something or recognizing something. I mean, they could burn the memos, delete the files, and by the time you guys get back with the authorities and myself, they'll be clean.
That is true. I think we should wait until we get called in to our meeting.
Very well. Okay, so you decide to wait. Is that good for you, Somni?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so you decide to wait. Oddly enough, you wait, and you wait, and you wait. Okay, it's...
And you die of thirst in the waiting room?
it's that would be some cliffhanger. Superheroes die of thirst while waiting for supervillain to show up. No, it actually is, well, it's 4:30 now. You were supposed to have the meeting at 3. Are they that booked? Jeez. Just then, Miss Ellard steps in. She wants you to come with her. There's been a change in room. They want this room for another important matter. Is that okay with you?
Yes,
I
it
suppose
is.
we will follow, but we will keep. We will put a pin on this room. Not like figuratively speaking. We'll keep it in our head. Like, we will keep that in mind.
You follow Miss Ellard down the hallway to another room. She lets you go in first, and suddenly you notice that there is something very off about this room. You want to know what's off about it?
Yes, I do.
Sure. Shoot.
It's completely empty. There's nothing inside.
Oh boy.
You turn to her, and you see her eyes start to glow.
How about no? How about no?
Is it time to suit up?
Suddenly, the room melts away into a horrible, nightmarish world, and Vera Ellard looks more and more demonic. Demonic?
Demonic.
Demonic, not daimonic. Demonic than usual. So, yeah, now all these crazy hands and monsters are popping out of the woodwork here. What are you gonna do?
Oh, what I'm going to do is shield my mind so she doesn't affect me.
You're gonna shield your mind? What are you gonna do, Bestia?
Well, I think, in this situation, I'd probably call lock in, but we're still, like, sorry, we are still, still technically in secret. We don't want the bad guys to run away, so...
Them to run away? I think they got you.
Well, I need contact with an animal before I can really do anything. I'm kind of a normal human without contact with an animal.
Okay.
If Locke were here, I could tap and gain his strength. Like, if I were to call him, like, to appear, like, outside... There's no window in this room, is there?
Nope, it was empty. She went all crazy, and then welcome to Demon World. Yay!
This is gonna be fun.
Is there anything in Demon World I can use as a weapon?
Nope, everything's pretty attached to the ground, and the monsters are looking very hungry.
So you're gonna have to rely on me this time.
Okay, so Bestia, you're just gonna rely on Somni?
Probably.
Okay, Somni, you're gonna shield your mind. Let's see how that works. Rolling. You get an 18!
Woo!
Okay,
Alright.
so you're shielded.
Sweet.
Okay, so you're shielding your mind, and as you shield your mind, suddenly you notice the room just kind of changes back, but Bestia does not see the room change back. She is using her mind as sort of an illusion creator. She's kind of doing like mind tricks on you. So she's not demonic, she's more psychic. So, okay, so so Somni, you know it's fake, Bestia, you don't. So, what are you gonna do now?
Wait, me or her?
Somni, both of you, what are you gonna do?
Oh, what I'm going to do is try and break her out of it.
Okay, you're gonna break Bestia out of it. Okay, I guess we're still relying on Somni here, so...
I still think I still think that the room is hell, I guess.
Yes. And the roll is a 6!
Yay!
Alright, Bestia,
Woo!
now you're both shielded from her attacks, and because she can't break through, she's feeling very weak, Miss Ellard, that is. She, knowing that she's been outmatched here, she decides to take off running. So what are you gonna do now?
I'm going to seize basically the electricity that's firing in her brain and make her stop.
Okay, let's see if that works. You got a 4.
All right, I'm lucky today.
Yeah, you get
On a roll.
So you make her stop, but as she stops, unfortunately, quite a few guards come in. And wouldn't you know it, they really do look a little bit more hulkish, you know, kind of almost like they got Metatron in their systems.
Is it time for lock, Somni?
If you want to completely blow the cover to the entire city, you go right ahead.
I think our cover's already blown.
To the entire city?
No. I mean, aren't we suited up?
No, you're still yourselves.
Okay,
I mean, you could try running and changing to like your superhero costumes or whatnot, but they'd be right behind you. I mean, then again, you really can't fault the dinosaur. I mean, a dinosaur will do what it does, you know. I mean, for all we know, it was just a runaway dinosaur. It can happen in this universe, you know.
it's true.
True that. True that.
So you want to call in Locke?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Let's call in Lock.
All right, call in.
Lock, come here, boy.
Call
Come
in
here,
Locke.
boy.
Ah, you got a 5.
No.
Something.
Oh.
Lock.
Locke, before
here.
Locke can get to the college, he is attacked by several more Eroica soldiers who are strong enough to at least hold him at bay. So while he is technically still helping, he can't help you.
Well, great.
Here they come. What are you gonna do?
Okay, how many are there?
Let me roll. Whatever number I get will be the number that is attacking you. 10.
Oh.
Oh, that's fantastic.
5 for each.
All right.
Okay. Well, I'm keeping. I think Besta is fine right now, so I could kind of loosen my shield over her.
Oh, yeah, that's a smart idea.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're going to mind attack the soldiers.
Yes, I am. I'm going to attack them, and I'm also going to send out my 2 Shadow Owl friends to help make it worse for them.
Okay, so we're gonna first go for the typical mind attack, and then we're gonna go for the owls. Okay, this is for the normal attack. Rolling, and you got a 6.
Goodness gracious.
So that worked. And now we're gonna go for the owls. Okay, and you get a 7.
Ah.
That one didn't work.
Okay.
Okay, but at least you maybe stopped half of them. Let's say you stopped half of them. So 5 are left. Unfortunately, because you did not stop the 5 and Locke did not come, they both managed to get a hit. So minus 25 for you both.
Aw.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we have a life bar, that's right.
So now what are you going to do? You can try Locke again. I mean, he may have taken care of them by now.
True.
And try Lock again.
Yeah. Try Lock again.
Try and Locke again. Here we go. Rolling. Ah, darn, another 5.
No! Lock! Come back here!
They keep coming at him. They're like never-ending guards, you know. In those video games, it's just like, how many of these guys are there? They keep
Just Zerg rushing him.
They keep respawning. Darn it. Okay, so that's out of the question. What are you gonna do now? Okay, so you got the 5 that are still coming at you.
Okay, I can't, like, okay. What if, hang on, I have to think.
What if one of my Shadow Owls does something to you to help you out? Cause you're kind of like a sitting duck
I'm
right
stuck
now.
as a normal human as of now.
Well, I mean, a Shadow Owl can make you do things that a normal human can't. So.
Well, I will take that.
So you're gonna be possessed by Fulgur.
That is fine.
Combining. Here we go. It's an 18.
Yay!
All right.
Hey!
So you're able to fight back now. So you.
With lightning.
All right. So
Yes.
you took. So will this work now? Okay. The power addition worked. So now rolling for attacks. And it's a please, a 19.
No!
What?
You got the power up, but unfortunately that's another minus 25.
We're gonna die.
Okay.
Oh my
run.
god!
If we
For both
can't,
of us.
if we can't get Locke over here, we need to get to Locke.
Okay. So you want to try calling Locke at least one more time? Maybe he'll be able to.
Maybe.
Okay. We're gonna try Locke one more time.
And after that, we're running. After that, we're running.
Here we go, and it's a 14.
Yes, finally.
The dinosaur bursts right in and takes out the remaining guard. You have.
Yay, good boy.
You know.
Finally, it took you long enough, you big lizard.
Okay, so.
He's not a lizard.
Now, thankfully, this not only knocked out the guards, but Miss Ellard got knocked out as well. So therefore, she's no longer, you don't need to hold that grip on her anymore. So she's out cold. So that's good. Okay, now the alarm is sounded. What are you gonna do?
Get out of there.
You want to leave?
Not leave the campus, but just leave that immediate room because they're gonna come to that place where the fight was.
Okay, so you're gonna leave the immediate room. Let's say you go back to the lobby. Okay, you're back to the lobby, no problem. Okay, so what are you gonna do now?
I think our next objective is to go back to the room we were waiting in before, because there's something important going on in there, and we infiltrate it.
All right, we're gonna go back to the room. So you go back to the room. Let's see if you run into any conflicts. It's a 13. Yep, you got a few more guards waiting for you.
I guess that's ideal.
Okay, now you're suited up, by the way, so no worries there. But
Yay.
let's see how this works. Okay, so what are you gonna do to defeat these guards?
You can try your lightning. You still have it, remember?
Oh yeah, I still have my lightning.
Okay, gonna use that. Here we go, and it's a 19.
No!
What in the world?
I don't want to die!
Well, you got bad guys who, occasionally it's like, oh, these guys will be simple. Dodge. Oh, come on. So, okay, so they dodge. That's another minus 25. One more, and Bestia will be losing her first life. Okay.
Oh, we have lives. I forgot.
Yes, you got 3 lives, but and it each takes 4 hits to knock out a life. Unless it's like a really powerful attack, and therefore it could take you out in 1 hit. But that hasn't happened yet. Okay, so that didn't work. Somni, what do you want to do?
What I can do is since there's susceptible to mind control, right? So what I can do is to push back the influence of that that drug for just a few minutes to give them like terrible nightmares with the help of Tiny Tree.
Okay, so here we go. We're gonna try that. Rolling, and it's a 7. What happened is somehow it didn't work. How did that happen? Seriously, how did that happen? Oh, look, neural blockers. Apparently they're ready for you now. So, what are you gonna do now?
Look, it's not on their side right now.
Keep trying.
Well, I think
you might need to touch Locke at this moment.
Yeah, I'll touch Locke. Gain his super strength and lightning. Take both combo attack. Go.
All right. So you've got Locke's strength. This should come up even. This shouldn't be a miss. Oh, come on, 17.
God. Oh my God.
They're apparently really good at dodging. Okay. When you find Dr. Aroika, punch him straight in the jaw. Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do. Jesus.
All right, here we go. One more. Let's. Okay, Somni, do you want to try something to fight these guys?
Did I lose a life?
What? Sorry.
Did I lose a life?
That was your attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, they just dodged, so we'll let you have that one.
Thank you.
Okay. Somni, what are you gonna do?
Gotta be smart about this.
As long as you can take them out, that's all I care about. Make them fight each other or something.
Oh, holy crap! Yes.
Try the mind control again. Okay, here we go. Come on. Rolling. It's a 10.
Yes, finally, finally.
So they literally punch each other in the face and just fall over.
Yep.
Good. You deserve it.
All right, now you can go into the room. So,
Yay.
okay, so,
God dang it.
okay, but you're back in the room. Now what? Better hurry, there's probably more coming. Locke can only hold off so many.
Oh, okay. I guess we go into, like, the actual room. We confront whoever this person is. We're suited up. We don't have our civilian things on. We bust the door open.
Okay, you go in. There's nobody there.
There's nobody
Well, great.
Nobody there.
Great.
All right.
That's great.
Okay, pretty odd though, right? Pretty strange. Empty confidential folders and nobody in the room.
there. Oh, they're Wait. What'd you say?
Empty confidential folders on a computer that is sealed by a password and nobody in the room.
Is this a front?
Would you like to roll and find out? You think the
Well-
what are you thinking right now? Detective skills. Let's have a little Batman here.
I'm not good at figuring these things out.
So wait, so what else? What exactly do you need to find out again? Did you say it before?
Well, she thinks that the room is like some kind of fake or front or something.
Okay, so perhaps I could do a neural scan of the area to see if there's actually someone there just invisible or something.
Okay, tell me again how far can the neural scan go?
The neural scan can go as far as a block one way and a block the other, so it's a 1 block radius if she wants it to.
Good news, the college is a block long. Okay.
Yay!
Rolling. Okay, here we go. Yep, sorry, you got a 9. They've got the neural blockers up on practically everybody. You do sense most of the people on the campus who are not apparently in on it, but all the other enemies that you're looking for, or any evidence you might be looking for, is well hidden from anybody with that kind of power.
Good gosh.
Okay, maybe Vesta can see if there's any like hollow rooms under the floor.
How would I do
Maybe
that?
they're down there.
Okay, tell me, I don't know much about T-Rexes. How's their hearing, if they have any?
They have very good hearing.
They have very good hearing, but they have an even better sense of smell.
Okay, would you like to try maybe one of those?
Yeah, I was like, oh, just bring Locke in here. No, he's fighting off all the other guys.
But you have his abilities, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I assumed it was only his strength, but okay, I'll take it. I'll take anything right now.
We're gonna roll and see what happens. Oh, please work. Come on. Aw, 11. Come on. No wait. I'm gonna do that over because the box knocked it out of the way when I was trying to pick it up. Do over. Yeah, it looks like fate is against me too. A 7.
No.
You can't smell anything, but can you hear anything?
Okay, let's try for that.
Try it.
Oh, come on, a 3. Everything hates everybody here. Okay. Wow.
This is bad
There's
luck
like
gesture right now.
the ending is literally staring me in the face, and I can't get you guys to it. Okay. Okay. What else would you like to do? Obviously, I'm gonna tell you. You have to be in that room. It's good to be in that room. Now.
Is there a secret compartment somewhere in the room?
Okay.
Is there a bookshelf?
There is a bookshelf.
There's a bookshelf.
Yes, I said that.
Let's push the bookshelf.
You want to check out? You want to check out the bookshelf?
Yes, please.
All right. How would you like to check out the bookshelf?
Pull out the book, storm around, do something.
All right, pull it out of the books. Let's see what happens. It's a 18.
Yes! Oh my
Yes,
god!
finally.
One book opens a secret passage which leads to some stairs going down into what looks like a lower level, which is really odd because we went over the plans of this block before you went on your mission, and there is no lower level.
Oh, there you go. secret compartment. Yay!
Okay, let's go and close the door behind us.
You head on down to the lower level of the college. You go down a long hallway. You hear the alarm blaring still. Thankfully, the bookcase closes behind you. Hopefully, nobody comes to find you that way. And as you go down the hallway, you reach a big door. Okay.
Big door.
All right, so you want to open the door?
Is there a way around it? Because if it's a big door, there's probably like a giant boss or something behind it.
Okay, you want to go around the door.
Yeah, just try and maybe get a feel for what's behind it first.
There is a ventilation shaft.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you want to go to the ventilation shaft.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it too high to reach?
No, it's actually floor level, so you just kind of have to get
Okay.
off. So no problem there. I'm not going to roll for that. You guys are strong enough. You pull that off. And no, I have to roll for it. It's titanium. You can't pull it, no. You pull it off, and you travel...
I was thinking if there were any rats in there, I could probably, scurry through vents easier, as with rat powers or whatever.
Well, we won't go through that because literally the vent leads right into the room you're trying to get into. So you crawl through the vent, you turn, head towards the other end of the vent, and look through the grating to see a fairly massive laboratory filled with nanometatron.
There we go.
Alright then.
Okay, so now what are you gonna do about this? That nanometatron cannot be given to anyone. It is practically a disease. You need to get rid of it.
Okay. Now, what I thought about what I could do is have Somni attack the computers that are controlling the containers that the Metatron is in, and basically destroy it from the and basically destroying the drug from the inside.
Okay, let's do that. And rolling. You get an 8.
Yay!
Yes.
The nanometatron has been, because you destroyed the computers, the nanometatron has been set to boiling. You're basically just turning up the heat on this thing. Unfortunately...
It's gonna blow up, isn't it? Don't tell me it's gonna blow up.
Why, how did you guess? That stuff is highly unstable. Okay, so you guys have to get out of there.
Lock! Get us out now!
Okay, calling for Locke here. All right.
Oh no, please don't have us die.
Please.
Got a 5.
Oh my god.
But that's okay, because just then the doors open.
Uh-oh.
Hey, look, an escape route. You can get through that way.
Who's behind that door?
Oh, you're being cautious. Would you like to hide first?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna hide. Okay. You successfully have hidden yourselves. You got a 6.
Yay!
As you hide yourselves, you see who else but Dr. Aroika, the guy with the piercing dark eyes and a very awesome black beard, rush in. He looks very angry and distraught that all the Metatron is slowly boiling to an explosive rate. Or explosive whatever. So now he's panicking, and he's trying to work at the computers to try and stop it. He might be able to salvage it. You did sabotage the computers enough, but just maybe he might be able to fix it. So I'm going to roll for Dr. Aroika. If he gets an odd number, he managed to save the nanometatron. If not... Nope, he got an even. The computer blows up in his face, and he is killed.
Oh, okay.
Well then, there we go.
I'm going to tell you right now, if he had gotten an odd, you would have had to face him as a boss, because he was going to take the nanometatron for himself.
Okay,
Aw.
I'll take that. I'm sick of those grunts.
Now you have to escape. Okay, so, you ready to run?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to run. So you make a run for it, up the stairs. Oh, that's right, the bookcase closed. Might want to do something about that.
Lock, boy, come here.
Okay, calling Locke. Man, Locke is a really bad dinosaur. You got a 17.
Good lord.
You can hear it starting to go boom down there. What are you going to do?
Is there like some mechanism that's controlling it? I could just hack the mechanism and make it open.
Well, if you can get to it from the other side, yeah, with your mind powers.
Yes, I can.
Okay, here we go. You've got all the good luck. It's a 10. Psychics are better than dinosaurs. There we go. Okay. All right, so you manage to get the bookcase open. You make a run for it. Down to the lobby, out the door, and then it goes boom. The whole block just goes up in smoke.
And you go back to headquarters. Hey, you're supposed to be sneaky.
Hey, you two, what the heck is this? I'm the boss here. I told you to be
What about all
sneaky.
those students on campus?
Oh, they all got out. Because the alarm sounded earlier.
Oh, yeah.
They were evacuated. So everything's okay. Everything's okay. All right. So, you did it. You managed to stop the nanometatron distribution.
Woo! All right.
Unfortunately, Vera Ellard escaped.
Oh, well, okay.
Not only that, but Dr. Kenyon also got away. And he is apparently the middleman for whoever was supplying Dr. Eroica with the nanometatron. Somebody's creating it. Eroica was distributing it. So now we have a new case to work on. We gotta figure out who the heck is behind all this. For now, though, game set!
Yay!
Woo! All right.
Alright, that was pretty good. Okay, let's check out the points here. Sammy, you got the more points this time.
Woo!
Okay, so there you go. Okay, congratulations on your first time back on Tail in the Air. And next time, we will have yet another adventure, and we will continue the Metatron story arc. So until then, bye!
See ya!
Bye!
Thank you for watching Tail in the Air. The characters and world of the Champions RPG are owned by their respective owners. The characters created by our contestants are owned solely by the contestants. The Fox and the Fedora, Tail in the Air, and Director Fox are all owned by Sean Basinger, No Sense Entertainment, and Z Media Productions. All rights reserved.